Hello everyone, I hope you're doing amazing. My name is Honor from the Rococo Empress, and in today's pick a card reading we're having a look to see what messages you have from your future self. So for pile 1s we have like a purple aura quartz, pile 2 we have Crackle quartz, pile 3 we have Amethyst, and pile 4 we have peach Moonstone. So just sit with a second, sit with yourself, just see what card you feel drawn to, and then down below I had the timestamp so you can see your reading. So let's just get straight into the reading. Hello my lovely pile 1s, I hope you're doing amazing. If you chose this crystal, then this reading is for you. So we actually have the oracle cards, which we're not going to start off with. I just got them there so you can choose, so I'll put them to the side. But we're going to start off with tarot like we did in my previous video, just to see what messages you need to hear right now from your future self. What I would like to mention, I do have personal readings available and I have a podcast as well. All the information is down below in the description. Anyway, let's just shuffle your cards or shuffle the tarot deck and just see what wants to come out from your future self. So, what does pile 1's future self need them to know right now? 8 of Wands. Okay, let's get a few more cards. So there is movement in something that flew right out. Let's have a look. The Well. Okay, so wishes come true. Let's see. Oh, 2 of Cups. Okay. And let's get one more card. One more card, please. I'm going to take the Judgment card. Okay. So, because we have the 2 of Cups, I do feel like this reading for the most of you is going to be about love, relationships, etc. So hopefully that calls to you. I'm going to interpret this for the singles and for the people who are taken. So what I'm getting, this is things that are going to be happening and like all of that. So I feel like right now you are in a stagnant area and things aren't really moving along. So for some of you who are single, it could be that you're just not in a relationship and perhaps you're just thinking, I want to be in a relationship, and you want things to improve. We have the 8 of Wands. So basically this is telling me that things are going to be emotion, or things are emotion behind the scene. If you are in a relationship, I feel like perhaps you may be experiencing some stagnancy in your relationship. Perhaps there may be some problems, there may be some conflict, and perhaps you may feel like things aren't moving anywhere or things aren't going to a desired pace. However, Spirit just wants you, or your future self wants you to know that things will move forward. Perhaps if you are worrying about your relationship and thinking, is this going to work out? Are we going to be okay? Spirit is just wanting to tell you, or I keep saying Spirit, your future self is wanting to tell you that things are going to be okay. Like things are going to move forward. I think because we have the World, this is something you are wishing for. So if you're in a relationship, you could be wishing for things to improve, and things are going to kind of like work out exactly how it needs to, and like your desires of what you're wanting in this relationship are going to kind of like come to fruition. For those of you who are single, what I'm getting is that, you know, your wishes are being answered behind the scenes. Your person is coming to you and you are getting to a place where perhaps you may have been single for a while and you're kind of like wanting this relationship because we have the Well. And basically the 8 of Wands is indicating, you know, things are going to like move forward and it's going to start working out for you. Now the 2 of Cups card is a card that indicates love. So for those who are single, it is basically saying that, you know, love is coming to you. You're going to find a very good relationship that balances you out. I'm even getting, for some of you, you're getting dates where, or you're going on dates and things aren't really working out. You're not really getting anything from them. You're not really clicking with people. Like you're not getting you're not meeting the right person yet. And Spirit's just saying, like, you know, you are going to end up meeting someone who's on like the same wavelength. You're going to feel very balanced and kind of like you're going to balance each other out too. So this person's going to bring things to you which are going to complement you, and it's the same vice versa. For those of you who are already in a relationship, I feel like you are going to get to a point where you're going to be able to be on the same picture, be on the same wavelength of what you want, and perhaps a discussion is going to happen. I'm really getting that from the Judgment card as well. But I feel like, you know, you are going to get to a place where things feel more balanced, there's more romance back, and things are going to feel back on track. And I feel like for both groups, the Judgment card is basically almost like a message of what you should do. So for those who are single, perhaps you may suddenly get like a divinely guided, like you can kind of see it's like spirit guide, and a big spirit guide, and like these people kind of like feel influenced by the spirit guide in a way. And what I'm kind of getting is that you're going to get like divinely guided to do something. So out of nowhere, you could be deciding, you know, I'm going to go to this restaurant, or I'm going to go to this place, or I'm going to suddenly get a dating app. You know, you're going to suddenly get a feeling of something you should do. And this is going to be a divinely guided message. Basically, your spirit guides are going to be almost like orchestrating it and be like, okay, now's the time for you to meet this person. So if you have any worries of, oh my gosh, how am I going to meet this person? How is it going to happen? Don't worry. It's all going on planned behind the scenes. It's just, you need to just be patient. For those who are in a relationship and things are just feeling a bit stagnant, aren't 100% where you want it to be right now, the Judgment card is basically coming out to say that things are going to, we're almost going to get like inspiration. This can mean communication. You might need to, it could be a message from your future self saying, hey, communicate with your person, or communication is going to happen where you're going to really discuss what you both want from this relationship. You may get like an idea of what you might want to talk about, or I'm even getting for some of you, you may feel like something isn't right in a relationship, but you can't pinpoint what it is. And if you resonate with that message there, I'm getting that you need, like, you're going to suddenly get a realization, be like, oh, this is why I'm not feeling 100%. And then you're going to communicate with this to your partner, so you can kind of like work things out, so you can get in a balance. Because like we have a kind of like a yin and yang coloring here, and it's making me feel like you are going to come to a point where you're feeling balanced with how things are, or like, you know, getting a balance of how things used to be, or whatever. So that's the overall message I'm getting from tarot. I'm now going to pull out your oracle cards. Now I actually got 2 of these. I only originally, just for the other parts, I got 1 of each card, but 2 came out here. So let's see. We have, there we go, Divine Love and Resolve. Okay, so this relationship, okay, let's start off with the people who are taken, then I'll go on to those who are single. So basically your future self is saying, you know, this relationship you are in is something that is amazing, and like, you know, it is a divinely guided love, and it is something that you know, you and your person have a lot of love for each other. This issue isn't something to worry about in terms of, it's not going to be making or breaking, if that makes sense. Like, I think you should know that this relationship you're in, like, is divinely protected as well, and it's kind of like a meant to be kind of thing, I'm getting. So if you're having worries about this and maybe having doubts, don't. It's just confirmation that this is the relationship for you. We also have the Resolve card, which is basically making me think, you know, things are going to get resolved. Issues are going to get resolved. I think your future self is just wanting to tell you, like, you know, this isn't the end of the world. Things are going to be okay and work out exactly as it needs to, because perhaps you may be having some worry about this. Now, for those of you who are single, what I'm getting with the Divine Love card is that this person who is coming into your life is divinely guided to, like, you know, everything is divinely guided. You know, you didn't meet this person yesterday because they weren't ready or you weren't ready. You know, you two are going to come into each other's paths when both of you are ready and when things are aligned for you to meet. Now we have the Resolve card, which is making me think that, like, spirit is sorting things out for you to meet, and your future self is almost like telling you, like, yes, I'm with this person now, it is so worth the wait, don't worry. Like, it is definitely worth the wait. I think you still have a bit of waiting to do. They're not going to come tomorrow, and I think this is why they're telling you why. And I think also I'm kind of getting the message, in the meantime, focus on your self-love, and by doing so it will make the process a lot easier for you. And I think is something that will bring you a lot of joy, but you should bring it to yourself in the meantime. And by doing so, it will make it easier, and almost like when you're not wanting this person, you're not desperate for it, then it will, like, that's how things will fall into place, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's get into the other oracle cards. So we have confidence. Okay, so you could actually be getting some more confidence in this situation, like for example in your relationship, in general, in your life overall. There's just like your future self wants you to know that, like, you know, have confidence in this situation, and then it will just make the process a lot easier and make things work out for you as well, especially if you're going through a difficult time with your partner. I wanted to say spouse, I'm guessing maybe some of you are married. Just trust that, like, you know, things are working out exactly as it needs to be. Things are going to get resolved. Try not to worry about it, because I think, you know, we love this person, and when things are rocky, you can feel a bit unconfident, especially when you don't want something to end and you have the panicking of like, oh gosh, is this going to work out? And for those of you who are single, I think maybe you're feeling a bit down about maybe your love life, maybe things haven't worked out in the past. Your future self is wanting you to have some confidence in yourself, and actually feel confident of being single, feel good in that, and like that'll help navigate the process, not navigate the process, it'll make the almost like waiting easier for you, for this person to come into your life. Because if you're pining for this person to be there, you're always like waiting, and you're just never going to feel satisfied with being single. So if you can bring the confidence to yourself in the present moment, then that's what's really going to help you too. So next we have affection. So, okay, I feel like if those who are single, you need to start bringing the affection to yourself, because I think sometimes you may be relying too much on wanting another person. I'm even getting the message that some of you don't like being single. So like when you end a relationship, you go straight back on to a dating app, because sometimes you don't like to be alone, and having a person helps you through that. Or maybe it's distracting you from something, like maybe you don't like sitting with being yourself or being alone. Maybe that can even be for some of you who are taken as well. Do you have any issues maybe to look at of being alone? Do you not like being alone and feel like you need to have another person to like maybe prevent something or hide something? That could be something to consider. But I think for those of you who are also taken, just know that like maybe lighten up and bring some affection to the relationship can help bring things moving forward and just kind of help work out. But I think it's also just a reminder that the affection is returning as well. Sometimes when things don't feel right, it can make you feel a bit of resentment. So trying to force a bit of affection can actually help make it like not be forced, if that makes sense. Like fake it till you make it in a way. Like sometimes it takes a little bit of effort. You need to bring your effort to you need to put effort in being affectionate, and then when you put in that bit of effort, it'll become effortless, because it kind of like almost becomes a habit, especially if you haven't done that in a while. Then we have, for the last card, a change in the wind. So I think your future self is just saying, like, you know, things are changing, because we do have the 8 of Wands here. Oh, also I'm seeing 12 and 12. So maybe the 12th could be significant, December could be significant. I'm trying to think what 1212 is angel number wise. I cannot remember, but have a look into that. That could be a relevant angel number for you. But a change in the wind is basically saying, I'm going to cover this for both groups or both of you. So basically things are changing. You are moving into a place where things are either getting better or you're going to meet this person. And I think your future self just wants you to know that. Just have confidence and have some patience, and just trust that spirit is going to divinely guide you to get you where you need to be, and to get like the resolution, to know what you need to do. And when you have trust in that, it'll just make the process a lot easier. But things are changing, and you know, change is a good thing. I think you've been wanting this change, and I think, you know, this is definitely something that's very good. You're heading into the direction that you want to go into. you can kind of see this zebra is facing the direction of confidence and affection. So basically it is indicating that you are changing from the direction where things aren't as great to where you want to be. And I think your future self is just wanting you to know that this is getting solved, things are going to work out, you are going to meet that person, and it's all going to go exactly how it needs to be. Anyway, I hope that resonated for you, pile ones. If it did, give this video a like, subscribe to my channel for more tarot readings. I just realized how low down this was. But anyway, I really appreciate you joining this reading, and I hope it's brought you the clarity you needed. Anyway, I hope you'll have an amazing day, pile ones, and I'll see you all very soon for another tarot reading. Bye guys. Hello pile twos, I hope you're doing amazing. If you chose this Crackle quartz, it comes up yellow, it kind of looks like citrine, but it's literally, I think it's the sand where it's mined from. It wasn't cleaned properly, but it is technically clear, I think. I mean, can you get citrine Crackle? I don't know. I think it's clear quartz, just a dirty one. But anyway, for this reading, we're going to see what messages there are from your future self. And before we start, just so you know, I do have personal readings available, and also I have a podcast if you are interested. So all the details will be down below in my description. And I got distracted because something moved in my office, which is very strange. Anyway, that made me jump a bit. Okay, let's get straight into your reading. These are the oracle cards, so I'm just going to put them to the side, and we're going to start off with tarot just to see what wants to come out and what this situation is about and what your future self wants you to know right now. So messages for pile 2 from their future self, please. I'm not doing reversals today. So we have Knight of Pentacles. Messages from pile 2. We have the Magician, the Nine of Cups. Oh, this is nice. Eight of Wands. Okay. So, what I am getting, pile 2s, is that you had an idea or have an idea on like what you want to do, how you want to move forward. I'm kind of getting career, creative projects, something along the lines of that. You've had an idea, and it's almost like it's like a brilliant idea, basically. Knight of Pentacles is a very good indicator of that. Now, this is something that is going to take time. It's not going to be the fact that, you know, you start doing it tomorrow, it'll be completed by the end of next week. This is going to be a long-winded process. And your future self is saying, by looks of it overall, you do have the capability to do this, you know. The Magician card basically comes out, you know, for accomplishment, success. It also means like having all the tools you need. So I kind of feel like perhaps maybe there is some hesitancy. Perhaps you know that this is something that is going to be a bit long-winded, and maybe you might be a little bit impatient and want things to happen now, but I think it really is slow and steady wins the race. And I think there may be some limiting beliefs, or like maybe there is something putting you off. Perhaps you may feel like you're not capable of doing this. I'm just getting at some negativity, some self-doubt, or something that is making you feel like that perhaps you're not worthy of doing this, you're not able to do this. There's just something negative towards that, of how you feel about this project or whatever this is. But the Nine of Cups is coming through to say, you know, this is something you are desiring and really wanting to do, and you really want to make this work, you know, like you are very capable of making this work as well. And I think you need to realize that. The Eight of Wands is also coming out, and it's making me think of like taking action and going in the direction of making it happen. I feel like this isn't going to happen unless you do something about it and actually make it happen. And I think maybe there is some hesitancy, and perhaps there is some hesitancy that needs some healing. But I think your future self is just saying, like, if you do this and like just take the steps and take the action of making this work, then it is going to be fulfilling for you. It is going to work out, you know, 9 of Cups, it's like dreams come true. Like, it is going to work out exactly how you want it to be, or have envisioned it to be. And I think you just need to trust that. I'm going to go into Oracle cards now. I think there's nothing more to be said about this. Okay, so to start off with, healing. Okay. So again, because we've mentioned limiting beliefs, there is perhaps the feeling that for you to like make this happen, for this to work, maybe you need to look back in the past and see what has led you to believe that this couldn't happen. Oh, hello Paisley, my dog just came through. She came charging through. So yes, perhaps you need to like heal that and really think, okay, why do I feel like I'm struggling with this to get it done? What's holding me back? Try and think, okay, do you feel like you can't do it? Are you a perfectionist and feel like you can't get it to the standard you want to do it? Do you feel like you're not good enough? You're not ready? Do you feel like he's worried of rejection? I feel like there's something you need to realize that's holding you back. And once you realize this, it will help you to propel forward and actually do the action. Because your future self, I feel like they've done it, but I think it's taken them a lot longer, and they're sharing the process that they went through, so perhaps you can get it quicker. That's what I'm kind of feeling. All right, we then have the Between Worlds cards. So yeah, this is basically telling me that you are at a point where you're just like, okay, if you want to make this happen, you can. You need to get out of this dark place of doubting yourself, and you know, maybe the negative feelings you're having about this, you need to get out of that. And by doing so, you can like kind of step into that vibrant energy, because like these are very vibrant cards, and I feel like you are transitioning from this negative feeling from the healing. The healing is this bit, and you're stepping into all of the goodness. And by doing so, it's going to allow you to thrive, and it's going to allow you to be like, okay, I can actually do this, I can make this work. And you know, I kind of seeing like we got some celebration, like party streamers or something. It's almost like it's a celebration of like, yes, I can do it, I've done it. And I feel like you're going to get this done, but you need to get out of your head, and you are going to do that. But your future self wants you to know that that's what you need to do. Also, we have 333, so maybe that's an angel number you could see in regards to this. We then have wisdom. Now, I think, again, this goes for some of you that is feeling like, okay, perhaps you may feel like you don't know enough. Perhaps you don't feel like you are the wisest. And your future self is saying, no, you can start now. You have everything you need to know. And I'm also getting you might learn some things along the journey, you know. You don't have to get this perfect, because I feel like it's something that, because you're taking time, you can go back and readjust things. You can like, you know, learn new things and apply it more in the future, I guess. I think, yeah, a lot of you are doubting that you aren't able to do this because you're not like the most wisest in a situation. And I think your future self is like, no, don't worry about that. You do have, and I think they're also saying, actually, you do have the knowledge, that perhaps you didn't even realize that. And when you realize that and tap into that, that's what's going to help you kind of like thrive and be like, okay, cool, I can do this. So that's what I'm getting there. And for the final card, we have caution. You need to step out of your cautious energy. You lot are worrying and finding all the biggest things that could go wrong, the biggest worries in regards to this. And this is what's causing problems, because you're like, oh God, am I actually able to do this? Am I going to make this happen? And I think your caution is what's preventing you from stopping this. I'm sorry, there is construction going on in my neighbour's garden, which my office is right next to, so you can probably hear some engines. But yeah, you need to step out of this cautious energy and just trust that actually you can make this happen. And your worrying is what's holding you back. You need to step out of this cautious energy and just worrying of, can I get this right? Can I make this happen? Can I make this perfect? Just do it. Start taking the action. You have everything you need. This isn't something that needs to be done next week, you know? Take little steps every few days, and then that'll kind of like help you feel better about it all, because if you take your time, you can dedicate the time to research it all. And when you do so, you'll feel better about your situation about this overall. And again, you just need to start making the moves to walk there, and just step into the light of where things will work out exactly how it needs to. And I think you just need to realize that you are so capable of making your dreams happen, or making this desire or project happen. And when you step into that energy of just doing it, I feel like you're going to be assisted by your guides, and are going to help you, and your future self will thank you for it, because it definitely is possible, definitely, of making this happen, and for you to be happy about it as well. You just need to start doing it. So from this reading, I want you to start taking an action. I want you to write down a list, get a bit of paper or write in your notes. What can I start doing to make this happen? And I want you to do it. Do one of those things either today or tomorrow, make time for it. And I want you to start dedicating yourself to your goal, and your future self will thank you for it. You will thank yourself and be like, I'm so glad I did this. And that's what I've got for you, power twos. I hope that resonated for you and brought you the clarity you needed. Comment down below if this resonated for you. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more tarot readings. Anyway, I'll see you all very soon. Bye guys. Hello power threes, I hope you're doing amazing. If you chose this amethyst crystal, then this reading is for you, and we're going to be having a look to see what messages your future self has for you today. And just before we start, I do have personal readings available, so, and also I have a podcast. All the information will be in the description down below, so feel free to check that out if you're interested. Now we're going to start off with a tarot card, but these are oracle cards, so I'm just going to put these to the side for the minute. And we're going to start off with using tarot just to see what messages your future self has for you. So let's have a look. So what does Pile 3's future self want them to know? I'm not doing reversals today. We have Ace of Cups. We have Knight of Swords. Okay, we have Four of Cups. Let's get one more. Let's pile 3 picture. Okay, we'll do 2 more, but I'll pair these together. Okay, just put this to the side. So, I feel like this is something you don't know, but your future self wants you to know. You have a new beginning coming to you. I think right now you may be feeling a bit stuck or unsatisfied with where you are. And you're wanting things to kind of like work out. Oh, okay, I'm getting loads. I just hiccuped. I'm just getting loads of messages from Spirit. I'm getting like a massive overload right now. Okay, I need to try and regulate it and get all the information out. So, alright, where should we start? There's something you wanted to do since you're a child, but I think as a child you wanted to do loads of things. So like, part of you wanted to do something creative, like I want to be a photographer, I want to do art, I want to work with people, I also want my own business, but I also want to sell things, I want to do this. And I think your younger self perhaps was like really like, oh my god, yes, I want to do all of these things. I want to like, I don't know, I'm getting a very hyper vibrant energy. And this could be even you right now. And maybe you are tapping into that like kind of young energy of excitement and vibrance. And the Seven of Cups is kind of making me feel like perhaps you are overwhelmed, or perhaps you've tried doing things and it's not worked out. So like when you're younger, you tried doing one aspect and then you tried doing something else and you tried doing something else, and I'm just getting you're having so many options or so many things that you're wanting to do, and it's just kind of like you're all over the place. And perhaps after trying these things it didn't really work out, and you're in a place where you're just like, oh, okay. And there's just this feeling of being stuck. Now, what your future self is saying is now's the time to just take a step back, slow down for a minute. Because there's an opportunity that's coming to you, like an idea or just something, like a new beginning, which is you're going to feel very optimistic, you're going to feel good about. And you're going to feel like you have more of a sense of direction. I think you need to really get like a sense of direction in your life, because I feel like you feel like things are all over the place. Like I'm feeling that right now, because I can pick up on energy sometimes when I do these readings, and I'm just kind of feeling all over the place. Like even with this reading, I'm reading from here and then I'm reading from here, then here, then here, and back to here, and it's just usually like that. But it's not working like that at the moment, and I'm just really feeling this chaoticness. And funny enough, the amethyst crystal can be a good crystal to help kind of get balance and to ground yourself. Hence why, actually, little shameless plug, I wear, when I do readings, I actually wear one of my bracelets that I made, which is on my Etsy shop if you're interested. It's an amethyst and black obsidian. And basically, this is a really good bracelet to help ground yourself and to also just calm your mind as well. It's called the Manifest Your Wellness, something like that, but it's to do with like just being calm in your mind as well. And also it can help you connect to the divine too. So if you feel called to, feel free to check that out. But yes, I just feel like you need to just take a step back and relax. Maybe you need to do some meditation, grounding yourself, going out in nature. Like you can kind of see, oh yeah, this person is meditating in nature. These are the options which are like, you know, these are all the options. He's ignoring them, they're there, but he's just kind of like focusing on the moment. But then we have this cup coming in with the wings, which this Ace of Cups has the wings. So it's like this idea, like, here you go, here's your idea, here's what you need to do. And then this person's like, okay, cool. And it's almost like they put their knight in gear. They're like, okay, let's go forward. Let's go make this happen. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting as overall. But I need to use these oracle cards because we are in a bit of a, oh, here we go, clarity. So yeah, you are going to get clarity on like a situation and what you need to do. And I feel like maybe you have been unsure exactly what you wanted to do, and that's why you're kind of have been diving into so many things, because really you're trying to figure that out. Because I think there is that feeling of unsureness of knowing exactly what you want to do, so you feel like the way of you trying to find that out is exploring everything. But I feel like that's kind of left you overwhelmed, and I think you need to sit with yourself and just think what actually brings you true happiness and joy. And when you tap into that and realize and figure that out, that's what will help you kind of get into the energy of just like knowing and being like, okay, I know what I'm going to do. And it's almost like after receiving this clarity, the Knight of Swords is like, it's almost like direct. Like when I think of a sword, I think of like a clean, crisp cut. And it's almost like going straight ahead. It's not like ragged and like, you know, I just feel like you're going to get a really clear sense of direction, which I feel like you've been needing. And I think it is the sense that you are just having to navigate that and trying to figure out what you need or want with your life. And that's why I feel like the struggle's been. And your future self is just telling you like you are going to figure that out. Now in this reading I can't tell you what that is, because this is a general reading, and even sometimes a part of our journey is figuring those things out. We can't be told that, and as frustrating as that is, there is good lessons in that. Okay, let's see the next oracle card. We have Strength. I feel like you have been needing to like persevere for so long with this, and realizing, okay, I can make this work, I can make this happen. And I think things have been tough for you because you haven't really been able to figure out what you wanted. It's like, I'm kind of getting a feeling like with people who leave high school, college, whatever, and you know, people are like, oh, so I'm going to do this now with my life, what do you want to do? And a lot of people seem to have it figured out, but I feel like for you, you may be kind of like not really sure, and it's left you feeling a bit I don't know, like you're not feeling good about, oh my gosh, I just went the thing, you're not feeling good about yourself with that. And I think you need to, your future self is saying, like, if you don't know where things are going and what you want in your life, that is going to happen for you. You need to realize that and trust that. We then have stimulation. So I feel like you're going to end up just choosing someone or something where maybe you're going to experience something that makes you feel good. Like, oh, stimulation, like all of a sudden you're going to get like click, like, oh my gosh, this is the idea, this is what I'm going to do. It's almost like something random you're going to do, like a hobby, or I don't know, even just like a thought. It's almost like you're going to be stimulated and be like, you know what, this is a great idea, this is what I'm going to do. It's like a sudden burst of energy. That's what I'm getting. Also, I'm seeing 1818. So these could be numbers which are significant to you, but also those going down, 7 and 7. I think 777 means like changes in your path, like a new change is happening, go with the flow. So that could be quite significant message for you. But yeah, new ideas are coming to you. You're going to figure things out. And then for your last oracle card, we have blessed. So I think the situation is like a blessing in disguise because it's allowing you to discover who you truly are. We also have 222 or 22, which is making me think of 222, which is making me think of like, well, the 222 angel number, which is about your spirit guides are with you, they're supporting you, you're never alone, all of that. But I think you are going to end up in a state where you're like feeling really blessed in your life and feeling really good for all the experiences you've been through. And I think your future self wants you to know that this situation, it's almost like you're going to discover something. Yeah, this was like the Ace of Cups, like an emotional beginning. You're going to discover something that makes you feel really good. And it's going to allow you to really figure out what you want in life. It's almost like discovering a part of you that didn't realize was there until it's been like awakened. You're like, oh my god, this is great, I'm gonna do this now. I've kind of like figured it all out, or figured out what I want. And it's almost like excitement energy, exciting energy. So that's a really exciting pile threes, or pile threes. So yeah, I think for those who are worrying of what you're going to do right now, try not to worry. I think you need to take some time to try and enjoy and experience life. Get into your childlike energy, enjoy things. Don't focus on all the crazy options of things that are like all over the place. Don't focus on that. Focus on enjoying life. You know, these boys are putting flowers in their cups, you know, they're just having fun. If you have fun and just take time to rest, you'll enjoy and discover your true passion. You'll get ideas and be like, you know, I want to try this, I want to try something new. And again, by doing that, that's how you're going to discover what your true calling is. Because sometimes you don't realize that until you go out and discover it. And your future self wants you to know that. So yeah, that's what you needed to know, pile threes. I hope that resonated for you and brought you the clarity you needed. Quite literally clarity. But anyway, let me know if you have what you think of this reading in the comments down below. I also have my personal readings as well, so don't forget to check that out. But anyway, I hope you have an amazing day. Make sure to like this video and also subscribe to my channel for more tarot readings, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye guys. Hello Pearl Fours, I hope you're doing amazing. If you chose this peach moonstone egg, then this reading is for you. So in today's video, we're going to be having a look to see what messages your future self has for you. These are your oracle cards, but we're actually going to put these to the side and start off with the tarot cards. And also don't forget, I do have personal readings available and I do have a podcast. So if you're interested in checking it out, the information will be down below in my description. But anyway, I'm going to shuffle this deck and just see what tarot cards want to come out in regards to, well, what your future self wants you to know. So let's get into it. So what do Pearl Four's future self want them to know, please? Oh, let me get that. We have, oh, the sun, that's nice. Let me just move this. So you have the sun. Let's see. What is Pearl Four's, oh, Knight of Cups. Okay. What is Pearl Four's future self? We have the moon. What is Pearl Four's future? The Empress. I'm not taking reversals today. Okay. As I was shuffling the cards, I was kind of like channeling a message, which I may be thinking how like maybe, well, I'm just channeling a message. Let me just say what I need to say. So you are going to be stepping into happier times. I feel like you are in a place where you're feeling stuck. But this reading is wanting to represent the coming up energy, because I think your future self knows how you're feeling right now. And I think what you're needing is a pick-me-up. That's what I'm getting. And almost like maybe when you know what's ahead, it will kind of help you relax and get you where you need to be. That's what I'm kind of channeling. Okay, so starting off with the sun, that's quite literally the happy card. It means like, you know, happiness, feeling joy in life. But in the typical the sun cards, they're in the Rider-Waite Tarot. I'm just gonna have a quick look, see if I can find it. But basically, what's that? Well, in that card, I believe there is a wall just before the sun. And basically the reason why that's there, it can actually indicate that you're almost reaching to that happy place. You're almost there. And I think your future self wants you to realize that actually the place where you want to be with your happiness, you're almost there. There is a little hurdle, perhaps, a little thing you need to do to get there. I can't think exactly what that needs, but I think it's just persevering. Almost just like, you know what, you're nearly at that place where you want to be happiness wise. You need to trust that. And yeah, you're basically almost there. So just almost like keep going. Okay, I found the sun card. I only have a mini Rider-Waite Tarot deck, but as you can see, kind of like there is a wall behind this person, and it's almost like just jumping over that little hurdle. I mean, you can see the sunflowers there, but it's almost like there's that little wall. You can see this person's right behind that wall. So it's almost like, yeah, you're almost there. And I think you just need to realize that things are going to get easier. The Knight of Cups is telling me that, you know, I feel like you're going to be getting, again, ideas. Perhaps emotionally, you're going to feel like you can open up more. Perhaps you've been a bit more in hermit mode, and oh, I'm looking at the moon. Maybe you've been kind of avoiding emotions a bit. Maybe things are feeling a bit dull, a bit, you don't feel right in a way. And perhaps you've been keeping yourself busy to kind of like almost avoid these negative emotions that you're feeling, or whatever you're feeling. There's something you've been avoiding. And I think when you've kind of lightened up and things feel easier, you're going to go into that and realize, okay, this is what I've been avoiding. And the Empress card is making me think of like surrendering, and it's going to almost like you, when you've gone into seeing what these emotions are that you've been avoiding, now you're just going to relax a about them. You're not going to let them worry. You're going to allow them to be there, but you're just chilled, like it's not bothering you. And it's almost like, again, being in a divine feminine energy, that can mean like, you know, you are allowing your emotions to be there basically. And oh, the sun and the moon, that's, the sun's masculine energy and the moon's feminine energy. And I think perhaps you've mostly been in your masculine energy for a while, like almost like trying to do stuff, just keep going, make things happen. But I feel like you're going to get to a point where you're kind of like surrendering in your life a little bit and allowing things to happen, being in tune with your emotions, just kind of like really balancing the feminine and masculine energy within you. And I think when you take that time to settle down and stop, your future self is basically saying like, yes, you know, explore the both sides, because I'm getting the message for some of you that maybe you don't see the goodness in the divine feminine because it makes you feel like you're being lazy, and maybe you've been brought to grow up to believe to get things to happen and to make your desires happen, you need to step in, like do, you know, make it happen, take action. When actually a part of it, you need to surrender and go with the flow and allow creativity to come into your life. And I think that could be a lesson that your future self is wanting you to do. Really try tap into your feminine energy, because I feel like maybe you've been, for some of you who are trying to like really work well with their career and be successful with that, perhaps you may be feeling a bit stagnant, perhaps you're feeling a bit burnt out, things aren't really going to plan, or you're just feeling stuck with it. And basically, in order for you to make things happen and to kind of like feel good about your situation, the best thing for you to do is to actually get into your feminine energy as well. And by doing so, that's actually what's going to help propel you forwards. Anyway, I'm going to go into your oracle cards and just see what other messages there are. Oh look, we have abundance. So yeah, stepping into your feminine and masculine energy and just knowing that abundance is coming to you. By the way, there is construction happening in my neighbor's garden, so if you're hearing any machinery, that's what it is. Although I think it's the truck that's going. I think it's all done now, but I don't know. Anyway, we have abundance is going to you. I mean, just thinking in the truck, you know, things are going to start moving forward. But yeah, like, I think when you surrender and tap into your energy, I think your future self wants you to know, as a pick-me-up, you are going to tap into your abundance. You are going to be feeling good. We got coins there, so perhaps you'll be getting money as well. You're going to make things happen, you know, definitely. And I think you need to trust that will happen for you. If you want it, it can happen. You don't have to work too hard. Surrender and let the divine co-create with the universe, you know, let this divine guide you as well. I think that's what's really going to help you. Okay, another oracle card. We have passion. Following your passions and just doing what you love, you know. I'm kind of thinking of your heart, leading of your heart. What is your heart wanting right now? Are you wanting to rest? Are you wanting to work on it? Are you wanting to do something you want love? I think listening to your heart and seeing what it wants in regards to the situation or if anything in general, that will actually allow you to help propel forward. And I think also you've got a lot of passion coming into your life where like things are going to feel very good. Oh my god, we literally have passion again. So when I shuffle these cards before I do the reading, I don't actually look at them. So that's quite funny that we have passion again. So yeah, you're really stepping into your passionate energy, like wow, that's amazing. Maybe because it's come out 2 times, maybe that's the area you need to focus on. Maybe you need to focus on what you're passionate about too. Maybe you're a bit tough on yourself and only just like, again, work, no time for play. And I think if you realize that, maybe you need to realize that you can actually make your passions make you money, basically. So yeah, it's just happy, passionate energy. I don't know what else to say, really. Let's get into the other oracle card. We have a Milk and Honey. So this card is all about like the sweetness, good things into your life. Like, it's all about really good things. I'm feeling called to read the oracle deck book thing because I think there's a good message in there that could work out for you. The Milk and Honey overall just means like good things, and sweetness of life. What is it? 51. So it says, if I find the page, okay. There is only one authentic you. This version of yourself is spirit's emissary in the world. When you're in alignment with the truth that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Now is the time when you seeking your true north. When you find this direction, you automatically step in prosperity, and the world brings you evidence of abundance. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. With every choice you make right now, you have the potential to seize good fortune and embrace your destiny. Opportunities will lead you to your best life now. Be open to them. You're getting a sweet taste of what you want. And then the keywords are a taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, maturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. So I think if you're going through a difficult time, just trusting that things are going to like get better. Great energy is coming your way. But I'm also getting, perhaps some of you career-wise, doing what you love. Perhaps maybe be focusing on your masculine energy and only focusing on careers that make you a lot of money, when actually your future self is saying you can do what you love to make money as well. You know, balance the both, work and play, all of that. Balance everything. Know that if you desire something and put it out to the universe, it can provide for you and make things kind of like work out. So if you can realize that, I think that'll do you a lot of good. And I think just trust that things will work out. Your needs are going to be met. You are almost at a place where things are going to work out really good for you. And if you can realize that, it will kind of like make things a lot easier for you as well. But anyway, I hope that resonated for you, Pile 4s, and I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Comment down below if it resonated for you, and also make sure to check out the link in my bio for more info, and give this video a thumbs up for if you like this reading, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Anyway, I'll see you all very soon. Bye, group 4s.